I know we get a lot of questions why we do the things that we do as far as our no-till and our cover crops. We got an inch of rain yesterday and I'm out seeding cover crops again today. My dad started his no-till journey in soybeans after corn around 20 years ago, and then we transitioned into the wheat, and then finally was corn. We did strip till for a few years and my dad loved that. We'd probably still be doing it if labor wasn't a factor. There's just was way too much to get done in the fall, and we were getting out of our hog operation, so we didn't have the labor force required to get it done. And I can't speak on his behalf as far as the transition goes, because this was the norm by the time that I hopped onto the operation. I don't know any different. It's just something I've been continuing. But I know he did say that, you know, you had to have an end game in mind, that it wasn't for him necessarily, it was for the generations to come. And it took a long while to see the results that he wanted to. Yields have stayed consistent with a lot less inputs. The infiltration rate is huge. Like I said, this rainfall, no ponding, the ground isn't even sticky, it just soaked right in. When they had started the transition 20 years ago, he was farming with his dad and his grandpa, and he remembers arguing over the perfect seed bed for soybeans following a corn crop, and they had tried the moldboard plow, the chisel plow. Nothing was getting better, it was actually making it worse, and so they'd heard of this idea from some guys out in North Dakota, and so they decided to try it, and it was a no-brainer on soybeans after that. I would say another few benefits is also not only the water infiltration rate, but the water retention. I feel like our crops hang on to water, have water available for longer in the season. We've seen a reduction in wind and water erosion, which is huge. You know, soil is a finite resource, and at one point, if we keep letting it blow away or wash away, we're not gonna have anything left to farm. And so that was a big thing for us. And the reason that I farm is I have young nieces and nephews that have a big interest in it, and you know, I want them to have the same opportunity that I did, because I am pretty darn lucky. We also don't have a ton of machinery. We have 2 tractors as of now, combine, grain cart, sprayer, and 2 trucks and a tandem truck. So we have a limited amount of equipment, but we don't need that much equipment. And the fuel savings, I haven't calculated in a couple years, but based on a conventional system versus our no-till system, so like back when my dad was farming conventionally to now, I think the savings was around $30,000 a year, which is quite a lot. Now I know it's not for everyone, and that's okay, but we believe that the land is God's, it's not even ours, and we are put on this earth as farmers to take care of it. And so that is our purpose on our operation. And at the end of the day, working with family has its perks, but it also has its hardships, and I wouldn't have it any other way, but it definitely is not for the weak. But who else gets to bring their loving pup that just rolled in deer poop with them everywhere they go? Lucky me. But in all seriousness, I knew from a very young age, growing up on the farm with my grandparents being there, that was the way that I wanted to raise my family and my kids, because I had the best childhood, and I'm excited for my kids to experience the same thing. But I have to make sure that there's something left for them to enjoy as well. So that's our why.